Hey, it's Joe from Consumer Rates, and it's a field trip day over to my local Panda Express to try out their new Cantonese BBQ Brisket. It's their new limited edition product that takes the idea of American briskets and combines them with a supposedly Cantonese barbecue flavor, or as Panda Express describes it, tender beef brisket flame seared in our signature Cantonese char siu style barbecue sauce. I ordered mine on a plate along with some chicken teriyaki and white rice. A lot of the promotional material have it paired up with chow mein, but I find white rice to be the best route when trying out a new dish. It doesn't make for a colorful looking plate though. Anyway, the Cantonese barbecue brisket look absolutely gorgeous. Watch how it glitters and shines. Very much has a candied and glazed look going for it. The sauce is very in your face, the cut of beef is pretty thick too. Makes for some lovely visuals. The scent is a combination of smoky barbecue, garlic, sesame oil, and a sweet kind of smell that I can't really put my words around, but it smells quite good. And taste-wise, it's a sweet and savory flavor. Definitely filled with umami, and a little bit of a spicy kick at the end. Although not enough to call it a spicy dish. And the texture is just awesome. It almost feels like it melts in your mouth, and you can pretty easily cut a piece of this with the plastic fork that Panda Express tends to give you. Very easy to bite into. The shreds and burnt ends were especially delicious, bringing a sweet and savory umami explosion in my mouth. Now, it is as fatty and as oily as it looks. The sauce does cover the entire thing, and it does have a really bold flavor. But it's not to the point where I felt sick of it after the first few bites. In fact, I finished the plate pretty quickly. Anyway, now that I'm home and I've had a chance to process it, I think I'm ready to give this thing a rating of an 8 out of 10. It does lose a point from me for being a premium entree, meaning that you will have to pay an extra fee for getting the Cantonese barbecue brisket on top of the usual plate, bowl, or a la carte price. At my local Panda Express, the fee is around $1.95, but prices can differ depending on location. I mean, it's a beef dish, and it's definitely one of those more complicated dishes that they have going, so I understand why there has to be an upcharge. At the same time though, Panda Express is not necessarily the most bargain of items out there, and it's already pretty expensive as it is to buy from that place. So there's a part of me that kind of goes, look, if you're gonna have a limited edition item, maybe not make it an item that will require an upcharge. That's kind of where I'm coming from. If this were a new permanent addition to the premium entree menu item on the Panda Express menu, I'd probably be a little bit more kinder to it in this regard, but I don't know, it's a limited edition product, and there's a part of me that goes, look, do you need to make it something that will require an upcharge? That's kind of where I'm coming from. Also, it's an awkward menu item to find a good pairing for, because the flavors of this is so bold and, can I say, kind of heavy, that you really want something light to go along with it, and there just aren't a lot of light menu items or entree items at Panda Express, so I'm kind of left wondering what kind of pairing would be best to go with the Cantonese barbecue briskets. I paired it with the teriyaki chicken and the white rice just because it's sort of my safe go-to menu item at Panda Express, but I kind of want to pair the Cantonese barbecue brisket with something lighter to keep things balanced, you know? Frankly, if I were to order this again, I would probably get it in a bowl with white rice or fried rice. Basically make it a kind of like a teriyaki bowl, except, with Cantonese barbecue briskets instead, and just, let the briskets break down with the rice and just let the rice soak up all that juicy, fatty, saucy goodness of the Cantonese barbecue briskets. Sounds delicious just thinking about it. Might be a tad bit oily with the fried rice pairing, but I think it can still go pretty well. And I know for a fact that it definitely goes pretty well with the white rice based on my experience with having it with the plate. But that's just personally how I would approach the Cantonese barbecue briskets from Panda Express. 8 out of 10. Very solid menu item. If you're interested and if you're willing to pay the upcharge, I think this product is worth it. I think it's worth trying out at least once. My only hesitation here is that it requires the upcharge. If only it didn't. I get why it does. I wish it didn't. Oh, I should probably mention this. The Cantonese barbecue briskets, once again, limited edition menu item that came out in early June and will be on the menu at Panda Express until August 10th, 2026, or while supplies last. So if you're interested, I'd make sure to go now instead of waiting. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I do have a little bit more stuff planned here on the channel. I'll probably be doing a little bit more of these field trip videos. I'm kind of experimenting around here as to see what kind of videos could do well. This is one of those channels I just kind of started experimentally, and it hasn't really gone well, but I'm just gonna play around a bit, see what's what, and yeah, if you want to join me for that, make sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching.